10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Got me up the coast, boy. Wanna hear the ocean roar crash over me. Then ride it home, dance it up in moonlight. Hold me tight and don't let go. Watch over me. We are all stardust, stardust, stardust. Left behind, left to find one another, face the sun, fear no one, 'cause we are all one, we are all one, we are all one, we are all one, we are all. Pick me up, get moonchild, put me into overflow. Superstar.
Hey everybody. Good evening, good evening. Thank you, Shamello, for the congratulations. Hey RJ, Lulu, or Lucky Lou, I'm sorry. Lulu's probably here too, maybe. Oh yeah, there she is. There she is. Hey, Country Girl, Sherry, One Love, Robin, hey everybody, TKO. So, by the way, I did talk to Laura just a little bit ago, but it was nothing. It was nothing like eventful. I just asked, or I just told her they blocked me from visiting her and stuff, and she said, I don't know what's up. Is he okay? She's talking about Fred. She goes, I was told they killed him and they shot him and brought him back. I said, yep, that happened. He told me that before they blocked me from contacting him. I said, Fred said he was attacked and the jail is trying to say that he was trying to unalive himself. And I said, has Fred tried to unalive himself before? And she said, fuck no. I said, I didn't think so. I said, where did the police arrest you at? She says that she's in Tennessee, but she's leaving, and that they arrested her in Church Hill, Highway 11. Highway 11 West. And I asked her about the cotton guy, and she said, I don't know and know anything about any on that. So she claims to not know anything about the... I mean, Fred was the one that got out more, so I don't see that too strange. I'm asking her now why she's leaving and see if I can get a response by the show's ending. We will see. How's everybody doing this Friday evening? Hey, Nana for Life, Tanya, Aurora. Steve's book is sold out on Amazon. I'm thinking he pulled it due to all the negative reviews. Well, I have a lot to talk about on this guy tonight. I was once again, me and K Crime from the Burn Barrel show have been doing a lot of brainstorming back and forth. You know, we kind of just, she's really good at researching, and she brought to my attention something, and then we kind of like looked into it a little bit together. Mostly her, really, because I fell asleep after a while. But we're gonna go over that because there's some interesting things that we're finding. Does anybody know? I'm curious. Does anybody know how long this guy has been around the community? Like where he came from? Does anybody know? I'm curious. I don't know, so that's why I'm asking you guys. When's the first time we saw him in the community? Does anybody know? I'm not, it's not a trick question. I don't know. I'm really wanting to know. It's not, listen, the guy is not, he gets his feelings hurt so easily. So we're going to show, I mean, if you say anything about his book, he freaking makes like videos about you, making fun of you. Oh, wait till you guys see this stuff. He, very Christian of Steve. Like never, said Sherry. Well, wait till you guys see what Burn Barrel uncovered. I did see that he was live now on his channel. That's something else that somebody else has told me too. That's something that K Crime or Burn Barrel, same person, was kind of thinking possibly about too. Yes, he is Tennessee dude. That is him. Is he the new Sharon Lynn Cadle? Kinda, except not even to that level, Lulu. And the reason why I say that, because he didn't interview or talk to anybody for the book. And all I said, I did not talk shit about that dude. All I said is that book probably would not benefit me or anybody who has been around this community for a while, because we have really dived into this case and we're going to know more than him. Okay. And it was not offensive towards the guy. It's just fact. I also hear that he freaking struck Michelle after dark through some crazy loophole. I don't know how he was able to do that. I haven't looked into that situation too much. Just because she said the book wasn't any good. So now Michelle's on his radar. And yeah, I did, when I was looking over at his videos, I did see he was live with, and this is nothing against Smiley. I love Smiley. You guys are always welcome, of course, to go and be on anybody's panel you want to be on and still hang out in this chat. If she said that his book is any good, then that is saying a lot. He also did lip lock. Well, I did see that Burn Barrel tagged lip lock too. Oh yeah, Lulu. She said that, or he said that he came into the case a month or two after she got gone. He struck lip lock. How did he? Oh yeah, because she read the book. That's right. He that was different. In that instance, at least, like, he had something. From what I hear, Michelle didn't really do anything to deserve that. So does he understand, like, he's the biggest, like, how can I hear that he has a problem with YouTubers, okay? He sounds like Tim Mullins. A hypocrite. Worse than Tim Mullins. Big time hypocrite while using religion to cover. I'm waiting on, let's see, what can we look at first? While we, let's watch Burn Barrel's, like, latest video. And then, like, the thing I really want to talk about, I'm going to show here in a little bit, when probably about 30 minutes in, because that's when people get here and stuff. He said he was writing his book to expose pretenders like me. Where did he get his information for the book? Would somebody like to speak up? And who has worked with this guy in this community? Anybody? I think we're going to be finding out that possibly a creator worked with this guy and may have been paid to help him. I'm assuming on that. One of the biggest freaking scammers of all. But yeah, he has a problem with YouTubers. He had no problem probably getting information off YouTubers. He has no problem being one of us now. But yeah, he wants to act like a child. And every time anybody says anything negative about his book, don't watch it. Why are you watching this community? You don't like any of us. Get your Summerwell's information elsewhere. Yeah, he is. He's striking channels for bad reviews on his book. He made a video on me, okay, on his. So he has this one channel. It's like all, a whole bunch of Christian stuff and, religious stuff. But then he has this other smaller channel, like even smaller than that one. And he has just a few videos on there, a few shorts. And one of them is very unchristian-like. Actually, we might want to watch that one first, because we're going to have to probably break it up, and because, he likes to strike. So really, actually, I don't even need to really show it, but I'll show it real quick, because mainly it's just, see, this guy is not creative at all, and, can't even put any, like, graphics or anything to his video. It's just, him playing my words and altering it. And he titled this short, "The Dark Side of YouTube." And this is his other channel, Generic Human 596. Here, I'll show you. Here he is. Do you guys know this guy's wrote how many books this guy's wrote on just various things? How many things this guy's trying to dip his toes into to become recognized? He has no room to talk about anybody covering the Summer Wells case. All right. So right here on the dark side of YouTube, this is a pastor, right? Isn't he supposed to be a pastor or a minister? Remember that. This guy's supposed to be like super Christian. And I'll show you how he tries to paint himself as somebody like really Christian. Sin, repentance, and forgiveness. God punishes a wicked king. Saul and Barnabas. Paul converts a sorcerer. You know, just a bunch of talk about events in the Bible. And then he has like look at his shirts. All of them have the cross on it, something about Jesus, do not go to hell, says that shirt. This guy claims to be a representative of God. But yet this is, let me show you. I should go on here. Listen to this video he made about me.
It does invite drama, that's true. But at least I get to kind of control the narrative that way, though. Because if they don't have anything to use, that's kind of the reason why I do overshare. Because
So can you guys hear that okay? The pig noises in the background. Yeah, that's a minister. Yeah, you can't see anything because there isn't anything to see. It's a black screen. I already showed it. See? Maybe it didn't come up. I'm sorry. But here you go. This is the one, the generic human. This is the one I'm playing right now. My apologies about, here, let me go back and show his other channel real quick. I had it on the wrong setting. So here's his regular channel. And, this is where sin, repentance, forgiveness. He has a bunch of stuff about haunted, he does haunted, he's written books about haunted places. All his shirts have Jesus or the cross on it. Last call, something ministry, outreach, last call outreach ministry. Do not go to hell. Okay, and so then he has the backup channel. Right here, the generic human. Where he is live at right now. So you can definitely see that this is his channel. And this is supposed to be a minister making this video. Like, insane. So I have it covered because
it does invite drama, that's true. But at least I get to kind of control the narrative that way, though. Because if they don't have anything to use, that's kind of the reason why I do overshare. Because, like, I'll give...
Which I don't understand the point of his video at all. Like, it was a joke. The stuff that I was saying was a joke. Like, where I was saying, oh, I'm famous and stuff. That's the stuff that he put in this video. I'm not sure. He changed around the wording and stuff. And good thing for me, I already have this downloaded and stuff. So if he tries to, delete it and stuff, I already have the link. But the whole thing is him, I
I'll
wish I
give
could
them
fast
the
forward
material. You know what I mean? If it happened, no matter what, I might as well be in control of what they're saying. Because otherwise, they'll just like.
And then he has a little piggy picture.
So.
Oh God, such a dork.
Calling.
Just when you think that people are gonna forget about you, so I'm like really happy. I'm famous again. I'm really happy to be back on the radar. I'd like to thank you guys for making me so famous.
Obviously, I'm joking.
You know it's hard out here for a pimp.
A pimp? What kind of minister talks? What? So yeah, that's pretty no, it's Steve Holder. Christian man himself. Only thing I've ever said about the guy, which timing is exactly he must, for as much as he supposedly hates YouTubers, he spends a lot of time watching us because he happened to catch when Michelle Walks just so happened to say his book sucked. And then he happened to catch me saying his book is not going to be anything I would read because it won't be of any help. You know what I mean? And I didn't mean it really offensively. But I guess he took it that way because he made that video, that short is exactly around the time that I had said something about his book. But the thing is, like, I don't even think I had his name in the title. So he would have had to have watched me. Well, somebody could have informed him, maybe somebody he's been working with, who's been helping him get information. Do you guys remember back in the day when there was rumors about Cher and a book deal? Does anybody remember that? When there was rumors about Cher getting involved in some kind of book. All of us have forgot about it. At this point. Because it was like over a year ago, back when, the only place Dawn and Candace, or Dawn, sorry, would go to talk was on Cher's YouTube. Yeah, he was on Smiley's, but this doesn't have. This is no attack on Smiley at all. Just so everybody knows. So just wondering, does anybody remember anything to do with Cher from Voices Behind the Wall and a book deal? This will you'd have to be around here for like over a year to remember. There was rumors about it and it kind of just like subsided. Oh, right, Beanie Love, of course. You guys do remember? Well, look at this. Let me show you something very interesting. I think people are going to find interesting. Maybe not. Maybe I'm missing something. We're not looking at the bottom comment because that was only 2 weeks ago. We're looking at this comment from over a year ago from Voices Behind the Wall. This is under his backup channel, or not backup, sorry, I always say backup. I'll show you guys where it's at. It's still up. Did he get his? This is something, by the way, that the burn barrel found. This part, this comment. Oh, really? He wrote a book, Prayer Garden. Peachy in the house. Let's see here. How did she know him over a year ago? Does anybody have any idea how it's possible that Cher would have known about this guy over a year ago? Yeah, it's very odd. Did she think that we would just forget? That we would just forget this whole. The internet is forever. But after the burn barrel showed me this, I was like, I've been thinking, and then ever since then I just remembered. I'm like, oh my God, I remember some type of rumor about a book deal with Cher. And this was over a year ago. It kind of just faded in the background. You're going to trade it. Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to be doing some digging now. You should play that podcast where he refers to Summer's Armory. Is that on the Burn Barrel? The videos at the time, Aurora, were either God videos, like about religion, or about haunted houses. He has several he has several books about different things. And you guys, we're just scratching the surface here. I have a feeling people are going to be really digging into this guy now. So I will clip this too, because I think this is important for people to look into. I'm going to put this on the community wall so that, people can see Cher commenting over a year ago, and maybe she could fucking explain. Okay, I'll play it. Yeah, I have it up. Burn Barrel. I don't care about him writing a book. That's not why I'm not crucifying him for that at all. It has nothing to do with him, really. It has nothing to do with him writing a book, really. Well, it does, but it's not about, if he was just some guy who wrote a book, on his free time and stuff, no biggie. But why is he attacking creators, and where did he come from? Well, I think I see where he came from. It looks like possibly, this is just my theory, that maybe this guy reached out to Cher back in the day when she was having Dawn on her panel, and she was the only channel. She monopolized the whole thing and made quite a business out of it. But here we are. Here we are over a year. It says a comment here. Haha, love this. Over a year ago. Cher, how did you know this guy over a year ago? So, Exhibit B. Is this the video K-Crime? This is one of the ones I have up. Is this Dr. Steve Holder? Yeah, this guy's got his toes in everything you can imagine. If one thing doesn't work, he's on to the next. And when I say one thing, it's stuff to try to get him recognized. It's all stuff the stuff that he does is to do, basically, I don't know if it's to get rich or to get attention. The video that Cher commented on was about a haunted house. It was about buying his book, actually. Here, I'll play a second of it. Nope, that's not it. That's not it either. Must be on his regular Steve Holder. Yep, here. I'm not going to show it because he's a striker.
I just escaped from
So here he is he's showing a book right now. You can't see it because I don't have it up on the screen, but this is on his Steve Holder account. And it's a short, and it's called Serving Time in Haunted Hill Insane Asylum. And he's showing his book about Haunted Hill Insane Asylum. And that's the one that Cher commented on. And said, I love this. How much did you get paid, Cher, to do this? He struck Squall also. Yes, he goes by Tennessee Dude. Yep. Okay, I'll play both K-Crime. But this one, well, let's get to watching this one that's up on the screen real quick. And this is from the Burn Barrel Show, aka K-Crime.
Also, I'm the only candidate that's really willing and ready to debate.
Because I am more than willing to do that, Steve Holder. Are you? Are you? It is a lot of work that I've put in over the last 2 years, absolutely. Which is why there's 2 balls now in Steve Holder's court. The first ball is the debate challenge. Debate me, bro. Debate me, bro. On the facts and the circumstances surrounding the Summer Wells case.
There is no way this guy could debate any of us about this case, because I guarantee, and it's fine. It's okay if he writes a book. That's not the problem. It's like, why is he attacking YouTubers in this community? And what makes one over the other? And what makes him different? I mean, this guy is the biggest. I mean, everything he's tried to dip his toes into, and he's going to say something about Michelle or Squall or me.
Also, I'm the only candidate that's really willing and ready to debate. I also have an organizational management degree from Milligan College, and I have a master's and a doctorate degree.
Hey, Pergard, how do you know about that? Did she admit to you? Did Cher tell you that she helped him write this book? So she's the one that reached out to him to get him to write a book? Is that what happened? No, he hasn't struck me, Toast Revan. Has nothing about him. It has nothing to do with that, though, where some are about him writing a book. Like, the book writing is not the issue. Like, anybody, I don't care who writes a book. It really, but the way he's inserted himself into this community. Yeah, Prayer Garden can come up and explain here in a second. Let me finish if she wants to, because I would like to know how she knows about the Cher thing.
In ministry, so I know about and I care about helping people.
Thank you for calling Paul and Faye Richardson. Leave your name and number. Please speak very plainly, clearly, and slowly.
Sorry, this mailbox is full.
Wait, what the heck is this? Per barrel? Whose names did he use, Sharon? Well, we'll see. Hopefully you can come up and explain. If he's claiming to be a pastor and to do things he is striking people within, he needs to be careful. Oh, and it's not just the striking, no, it's the like that video, you know, the videos and stuff that he's making with the pig noises in the background. Like, how immature is it? This guy's like looks like he's 65 years old. And he's supposed to be a minister. That's my issue mainly. So what is this K-crime about this? The Spirit of Truth Institute provides Bible college programs for lay Christian workers and seminary training for experienced ministers. The introductory courses offered are for Christians who wish to learn how to integrate biblical principles into their daily lives. Did he come up with this college himself? We can all be doctors if we are saved by Jesus, have our high school diploma or GED. The requirements for enrolling in the Spirit of Truth Institute, and it doesn't even, the wording's not even correct. The requirements for enrolling in the Spirit of Truth Institute, a diploma from high school, passing the general educational development test, or being a mature individual with a demonstrated aptitude and capacity for doing the required work. Students must also be saved, accept the Institute's doctrine statement, and abide by its conduct standards. The students at the Spirit of Truth Institute are independent, middle-aged adults, include a mixture of male, I can't read under that, blacks and whites, and lay church workers, part-time ministers, and full-time ministers. Students can begin the process of earning a degree. Hold on, guys. Hello? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know. I'm not going to read his book or anything. All right. All right, bye. So yeah, people were just warning me to be careful what I show of his because he'll strike. Okay. But this part is something on the internet about, a public information about a school to enroll into. It looks like that he's made up himself. Is this something that is backed by the government? What is this? Students can begin the process of earning a certificate or degree by simply completing and returning the application form. That's where he got his degree. Oh, so this is where he got his degree. Okay.
Birkin on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. I'm not pressed with making lists, for real. I stay low and stack my chips, for real. You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rich, for real. For real, 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 for real. Really real, really real, really real, really real. For real, for real, for real, for real. No liens on the whip, for real. I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip.
So here it looks like all his books he's wrote. I'm guessing so. No One Walks Alone, the autobiography of Steve Holder. He's a recovering addict, right? That's what I've been told too. Or alcoholic. See right here, look, it says, he puts, what's the best thing about being a writer? And he says, it feels good to be creative. And I love it when people tell me they enjoyed one of my books, and especially if they want me to sign it. But the guy can't take any type of criticism. He says up here too, how do you deal with writer's block? I generally have 4 or 5 projects going at the same time. I write on whichever one I feel inspired or motivated to write on. "20 spiritual meditations to improve your life." Alcoholics Anonymous, Then and Now. Lessons from the Bible and Other Short Stories. All those by Steve Holder. The Holy Book of Bell Buckle. Life Sucks. Is There Hope for Me? My parents tried hard to teach us right from wrong, even though we sometimes misunderstood the message. For example, they taught me to put God first, others second, and myself last. I realize now they wanted me to love God and not be selfish, but my immature mind reasoned that I was not important, that it was actually sinful for me to look out for myself. I really thought I needed to be a doormat. Christ Magic, a Christian Wiccan book of shadow and light. A Christian Wiccan book? What? Yes, I agree. He does get stranger and stranger.
Any of his videos while he's using stuff.
It's really scary things that happen to this.
Who is that girl? Looks familiar. Yes. So he did try. We're going to get there. He has tried to run for some type of, um, for something political. But once again, for those just coming in, what really has got my interest here is the fact that Cher has known this guy for over a year. Um, the guy that wrote the book. And I remembered all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I remembered that, people talking about a book and Cher, like a book deal, a long time ago. And so that has got me curious. Prayer Garden says that she did not get paid for it, and did not help, but I don't know. Of course, it's something that Cher would want to keep quiet if it's true. Yeah, and he has a video. Justin, did you see the video up that he has, like, about me just playing what I'm saying, where I was clearly joking, talking about being famous, total joke. And he has pig noises in the background, like a child. He has pig oinking noises in the background. So I need to get a drink. So we're going to watch this other video of Burn Barrel. I think this goes into a little bit of him striking and stuff. This is the Burn Barrel.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high.
Members, Steve Holder. He is. He's still in my Facebook group. Well, you're gone. You're gone, dude. Remove member. Boom. Delete your activity. Ban. Boom. You're gone. You're gone. You're not coming into my Facebook group trying to glean little bits of information. You're not doing that. You can piss off.
And what is this? Cher liked his video a year ago? Where in the hell has this guy been? Has he been in everyone's chat rooms? Is he friends with Cher now? Oh my God, this is just getting more and more insane.
Steve was ordained as a minister on May 4th, 1997 at Christ Worship Center in Richmond, Virginia, which we can talk about a little bit because we're right down the street from there, Steve, and has a Doctor of Ministry degree from the Spirit of Truth Institute. He is a member in good standing of the Full Gospel of Christ Fellowship. Steve holds a certificate of religious counseling from the World Theological Seminary, and he is an accomplished writer with 3 works of fiction and 7 nonfiction titles to his credit. His most popular book is his autobiography called No One Walks Alone, where he chronicles his issue with depression, anxiety, and addiction. And tonight we will also be talking about his book, The Dark Truth, The Chilling Story of Summer Wells' Disappearance. So welcome to the show, Steve. Yeah. We have Steve Holder on the show tonight. Steve Holder was born and raised in the northeastern corner of the great state of Tennessee. He is also a veteran who served in the 101st Airborne Division of the United States Army. He volunteered soon after turning 18 years of age and went through basic training at Fort Knox, Kentucky, and later transferred to Fort Campbell. Between the circles, the people who are investigating this, and how have people been receptive to your book? Have you talked to any of the other people that are doing any of the videos or writing about this, and how is that going?
Yeah, I've done one interview on YouTube about it. As far as the reviews on,
Okay, so me and Burn Barrel were talking, and I agreed with her. Now, we have, well, Burn Barrel doesn't think it's him. And I'm talking about Blue Solo Cup. Do you guys hear this guy's voice? It sounds exactly like freaking Blue Solo Cup. Listen.
Barnes and Noble has 5 stars, and on Amazon, I think it's 3.7 now or something like that.
And he's a recovering alcoholic, supposedly recovering. Well, then I remembered somebody let me know that Blue Solo Cup had shown himself on Jinkies. But this guy has hair on the top. So, but he sure does look like him. If you know, it was kind of weird that Burn Barrel brought that up to me, and then I was like, oh wait, I have a picture of Blue Solo Cup. And I went and looked, and I'm like, oh my God, they look like, seriously, it looks like this guy shaved his beard and his mustache. It looks like the same freaking glasses. But this guy has hair on top of his head, and he looks a little bit chubbier. But that could be the angle, you know, so I kind of was like, could be the angle why he has the double chin edge. Are they brothers? No, I don't think that, but man, I really thought. Wait, well, I don't care. I don't care about him being a recovering addict. That's not the point. It's just to show a coincidence, okay? Blue Solo Cup calls in here like drunk, very often. Talking about his beer, supposedly. And sounds exactly like this guy. And Blue Solo Cup claims to live in Kingsport as well. But wouldn't it have been crazy if it was him? Because it's like, dude, you seriously are gonna try to talk shit about YouTube creators for whatever reason, supposedly being tragedy pimps, but yet, you know, you control chats. Even though it's most likely this is not him. Here, let me show.
Hey, Bo.
The glasses look exactly the same. That's like. Wait, he doesn't have his glasses in that one. I don't have a problem with Blue Solo Cup, except the fact that he puts out like wrong. That's another thing too. Purposely putting out false info. So this isn't an attack on Blue Solo Cup, but one day I figured out how to add a picture beside this so you could see I'm just trying to show you, how close they do look a lot alike in their glasses, and they sound exactly the same. I don't know how long ago he ran for office either. But anyways, back to this video, a burn barrel.
And that's another thing. There were some people, YouTube people, that were really, really against the story, the book coming out. Now, most people have been received it very warmly, and rightfully so, because all I'm trying to do is raise awareness. But anyway, some of these YouTubers, for a lot of people call tragedy pimps, they do their shows and they have subscribers and they put up their Cashapp and they put up, you can subscribe, join my Patreon, and they make money off of this story. And they get angry at anybody else that takes attention off of them.
No, we do not. Not me. Anyways, that is not it, Steve. That is not. I'm sorry. You're delusional. Your story and writing a book does not interfere with any of us in this community as far as content at all. Because you didn't even talk to anybody in the case. You wrote a book and didn't even talk to anybody. So how would your book interfere with us in any way? So please. Yeah, and that is why he used the pimp song. See, I hadn't watched all this yet. I was going to watch it with you guys.
Yeah,
They hate each other. They hate each other. They cuss each other constantly.
That's their money.
They all want to act like they're the leaders of Summer's Army. I mean, they even call it Summer's Army. And they all say, well, I'm the only one that really represents Summer. The rest of you people are just tragedy pimps and you're not credible.
But they're all doing the same thing.
A few of those people decided to go on Amazon and give me a bad score, bad review. And they go so far as to say, do not buy, it's full of lies, which is not the truth. It is full of documented facts. Documented, okay?
Yeah.
So
If you want to believe it's just the YouTubers going around that we're just like going and giving you bad reviews because you're a threat. No, I didn't give you any review. Don't you have to purchase a book to be able to write a review, or I don't know, maybe not. Johnny. Subtle jabs at PG, Ziggy, and others. Yeah, but he's so Christian, right? Why does he get involved in this stuff? Why does he get involved in this community? Why does, I mean, as far as like watching the shit?
And again, on Barnes and Noble has a 5-star rating, and I encourage people, whether you're a true crime junkie or not. I mean, the reason for this, yes, it's a true crime story. I've always been fascinated with the stories of insane asylums. Why? But you know, there used to be some really scary things that happened in insane asylums.
Absolutely.
Now, there's still some scary things happen in mental institutions, but back then it was totally different. Yeah.
Circled here is, oh, he has a website. Let's also get steveholder2000.com. Is that what it says? Steve. Maybe Steven. I'll have to double check on his, maybe I can change the, hold on. Here we go. That will help a lot. Steve Holder 2020. Okay. He's a, oh God, guys, look at this. We'll get back to that video. Here's his website. He's an author, blogger, formal congressional candidate, minister, podcaster, pro wrestling fan, video creator, and website creator. Buy my books, blog, contact, Q&A, human trafficking, last call outreach ministry, the dark truth, the chilling story of Summer Wells' disappearance. I'm not going to read that since he likes to figure out anyway, just to, oh, look, here he talks about Smiley's story. Interesting. Doesn't the Bible tell you to love your neighbor? He is quite hateful.
Like,
It does invite drama, that's true. but at least I get to kind of control the narrative that way.
Has the nerve videos with him.
Again.
Jerk Stephen Holder.
Really happy I'm famous again.
So this
Really happy to
jerk
be back on
Stephen
the radar.
Holder
I'd like to
clipped
thank you guys
Ziggy's
for making me
videos,
so famous.
took the audio, made bullying videos with him, but has the nerve to copyright strike Michelle After Dark, who used none of his material, nothing from any of his videos, while he's using stuff from Ziggy's.
But the law is there for a reason. The law is there to protect people, not to ride roughshod over. And the Summer Wells case and the Summer Wells community certainly isn't the place on YouTube for you to come along and try to make a fast buck. Are you still in my Facebook group, by the way, Steve Holder? Hold on, I'm going to check. Because you're about to get banned if you're still in there. Hold on. Bear with me. Members. Steve Holder. He is. He's still in my Facebook group. Well, you're gone. You're gone, dude. Remove member. Boom. Delete your activity. Ban. Boom. You're gone. You're gone. You're not coming into my Facebook group.
So that was a good little here. Let me share the link to that so you guys could check out K Crime, because she's been really doing some good research lately, and she really digs. Like, she's pretty good at it. They're a burn barrel. I know, right, Angie? He should have been put on Ziggy's Island. Well, you know what? We're trying to think of other ways. Speaking of Ziggy's Island, tomorrow we're having the second episode or second round, and it is at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Let's see. I have it set up. Let me see. Is it 8 or 8:30 that I set it for? 8:30 tomorrow, Eastern time. So you guys hang out with me tomorrow night and participate if possible. That would be great. But I wanted to talk about the Steve guy this evening. That's why we didn't do round 2 tonight. Because like I said, if I have something to talk about, then I'll probably put off, Why did he choose to make a video about Ziggy? You haven't given him the time of day that I've seen. Because somehow this guy, all he must do is watch our videos, but he hates us. Well, dislikes us. I had made a short comment about his book. All I had said is that it wasn't, that you guys, read it if you want, of course. But I'm not going to read it just because I don't think it would benefit me any. What possible information could this guy have when he didn't talk to freaking anybody? That's what I was saying. And it was no hate at all at the time. I might be hating a little bit now because, I had no idea that he did a video about me and stuff. We only found this out when we started looking into the guy. When Burn Barrel found that comment of shares under his video over a year ago. So we can all probably thank Cher for bringing this guy to the community. Because I believe, from what I hear, she is the one that reached out to him. Supposedly, she didn't get paid anything. But, you know, of course, she's not going to admit to that either. So it's not, I'm not going to really believe. I know her to be very dishonest. Aren't you going to believe this? Yes, he did lose big time. Only 2.8% 8K votes, but that's not the cake. Wait. I bet he is David Cohen. You're welcome, M9. If you have something important, you're welcome to come up here real quick. And also K Crime if you want to too. It's up to you if you feel like it. He has 29 articles published on his LinkedIn. Yeah, we found Blue Solo Cup has hair on top. They look like they could be freaking brothers though, but Blue Solo Cup's like way nicer. In the credits. No spots, no credits. Exactly. But see, and that's the thing, it's like if he isn't if we give out all this misinformation and stuff, why is he even listening in our, I don't get it. Because David Cohen writes book length emails. Okay, I believe you, Blue Solo. You actually have hair. You've been blessed with a full head of hair. I know we showed you showed your face over at Jinkies. Let's see, I'm waiting for M9 to respond. Because I think she was writing more. Waiting. Don't leave us hanging, M9. Oh, shit. You're a mess right now. All right. Well, I'll text you. I guess you can come up for a second, Blue Solo. If it's really, I think that you're just being silly, but hold on. I just sent you the link to your phone number that you called me from. Yeah, are you your dad today or are you yourself? Yeah, Jeb. They did. Yeah, they did. And he struck him. He struck him for reading his book. So. Really? In his book, it says YouTube channels? Yeah, I'm kind of. I don't know about Don B because there was a video. He has a video up about Don B. Right here, but. Yeah, look at him. He's sitting here. He has a video of Don B's up, just 2.5 minutes of straight Don B. But he strikes Michelle for not even, when she didn't even use his content. Right. Oops. Michelle, for not even. Hey, you have a. When she didn't use his content. Can you mute? Solo Cup, can you mute?
How do I do that?
Or turn off the internet or the background noise. Like the YouTube.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. I just want to tell you, I'm sorry I'm so ugly, but I just want to tell you I'm not that guy. I'm not him.
Okay. Well,
I'm not into politics or nothing, and I would never do nothing mean to y'all, any of you, on any channel. I don't even know how to strike nobody. I hear that word, but I'm trying to get myself on camera.
Do you know Steve Holder?
You know, I've heard that name. He's probably one of these dumbass politicians around here that run for mayor or congressman all the time stuff. Usually they know they ain't going to win, but they like to get their, sorry about that, man. They like to get their name in the paper and stuff. Hey, I tell you what, this Steve Holder's a lot like that old Tim Mullins, you know, always trying to get attention and stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm going to get off here. I look terrible.
You can turn off your camera. You can turn off your camera if you hit the camera icon.
How do I do that?
So if you tap the screen, it should see a camera icon somewhere or at the bottom. Are you on a computer or a phone?
I'm on my laptop. One of my laptops.
Look at the bottom. Do you have a camera looking thing?
Yeah.
You can hit that. Camera. Yeah, there you go.
Okie dokie.
So now
I got you going on 3 screens in my house.
Woohoo!
You know, Ziggy, it scared me to death. I was trying not to bother nobody no more on the internet, and I went in there to lay in bed and go to sleep because I'm gonna.
And you heard your name?
Do what?
And then you heard your name?
Yes, and that's the second time that happened.
I'm sorry.
I got up and I tried to create another channel, but I've created so many and deleted them. It's like Google won't hardly let me create them no more, and I guess they're pissed. And somehow I wiggled my way through it and created a channel, and then I had to wait 5 minutes before I even talked to you. But I'm a nice guy. I would never hurt nobody. You know.
Yeah, I was gonna say people are saying that you're way too nice to be the Steve guy. You guys kind of look like you could be brothers, though. Not gonna lie, but
well, all us old people look alike, especially us old white guys. But I got plenty of hair.
Yeah, he doesn't have that. So
I wish I showed you my teeth. I got good teeth too, Ziggy. So I remember one time somebody said I didn't have no teeth, had to put them in. But I got strong teeth, and I'm 58. I mean,
hey, yeah, if you come around these parts of YouTube and go on panels and stuff, you have to get thick skin because people will, pick you apart over everything. So don't
I
take
know.
anything serious that anything said, and I apologize for thinking that you were
Oh,
possibly.
you're okay, Ziggy. I like you.
Yeah,
I like all of them. You know, you can make one little comment and they'll block you. I went on that Tiffany Marie's
yeah.
last Saturday or Sunday, and she was going on with something about some billboards, some stupid stuff. And all
Yeah.
I said, this is so boring, Tiffany. And her people blocked me, kicked me off for good. But you know, it is boring. How long people gonna go on about them stupid billboards and stuff?
Yeah, I know. And it's BS too, the stuff that she's saying. It's not even correct information. So it's completely just it is. I'm glad that you said that. But yeah, she is one of those that you have to agree with everything that she says.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be in her chat. And you can't come on in my chats, that's for sure. Or, you know, ABs. Definitely not ABs.
Yeah, she hates him now. I know them two was going to break up though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm reading a comment real quick. It says Stephen Holder doesn't disrespect Smiley's World. He also does not support the Wells nor. Oh, I know that. I know he doesn't. I believe he is referencing idiots. I know, Mystic. I'm just my issue. I would have never even talked about the guy had he not like made a video on me, and then where I found out that Cher was commenting on his videos over a year ago. That's just weird.
I'm gonna let you go there, Ziggy.
Okay. All right. Bye, Blue Solo.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
So let's see here. Let me I'll just do that and help him. Okay, so M9 says he did file his ethics report, right? Having trouble locating. This will show donors to campaign and this will show donors to campaign and receipts. If you don't file, well's a fine. Hey, M9, if you find anything interesting, can you email me it if I'm not live? And just let me know that you are M9 so I know who it is. And I'll definitely give you credit if you find anything. I don't take anybody's under, that's for sure. That's, if we all work together, that's the best way to figure out, me and Bird Barrel's really been able to, she's done really good finding stuff. And then, like she found that comment and then I was like, she was like, oh, that sounds like Blue Solo. And I was like, oh, wait, well, Blue Solo showed himself the other day. Let's compare, so we were working as a team on this. And if we all work together as a team, we would progress much further because all of us have different little bits of information. He started chatting with people in the community back in 2021. I've seen a few on his personal Facebook. Oh, is Penny in here? That was on his LinkedIn, my previous message. Okay, let me look. I am a writer with several books published. I am also a minister with several ministry footprints on the web. I am a Freemason, a Knight Templar, and proud member of Christian Democrats of America. That's another thing I was about to show. That was the next thing I was going to go on to, was the fact that this guy's a Mason. How? I don't know. But when you go here, supposedly he claims to be a Mason anyways. Steve Holder for Congress. And this was back in 2020. Here he is standing with a pope. The pope. And then it says he tags Mason. And he has a shirt on that looks like possibly like a Masonic type symbol. He is a Mason and Christian, yet he writes about Christian Wicca, right? Like, what the hell is Christian Wicca? Here he is. This is something, isn't that like what are these cherries? Is this something Masonic or is this something Catholic? Seriously, you haven't read any of Steve Holder's books? So it's all him. Wow. How Christian. How Christian. What a Trump supporter sees. What the rest of the world sees. I'm sorry if this is Christian or that's Catholic. Okay. Well, Catholics are Christians as well. So, but the chair thing was a Catholic thing. I am a effing more. I thought we weren't supposed to judge, Steve. There's some like ambulances going by with their lights on, but there's no signal or like no sirens. Just kind of watching where they were going. He is going to be mad, but you know, I never even thought about talking about this guy. He really wasn't even on my radar. So I was really surprised to see that he had made videos on me. And then, you know, the heck? Isn't that a little okay? Isn't that like a little a kid that's like, he looks like a little monk, like a baby monk? He's really judgmental. You're quite judgmental for a Christian. I think you should take your own advice. Do you think that short you made about me is vibrating higher, on a higher wavelength? No, it's quite negative. Yeah, I watched it, Victoria. We went over that earlier. That's what got me looking into him. Well, actually, yeah, I was shown it. And that's originally what kind of sparked my interest. I would have never, because I was like, what? This guy's why? Why would he be watching me? Hey, Lady May. So, Hoover police announced Carly Russell has turned herself in after a warrant for arrest was obtained in Alabama. She posted bail and was released in the last hour. She faces 2 misdemeanor charges and up to 1 year in prison. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. But it's a different topic. She's not going to do any time on that, by the way. And her parents have more money than they know what to do with. And they obviously enable her. So they're going to pay for all her restitution. I mean, her parents are very, very wealthy. Maybe Sharon, but there has to be, I mean, I've been pretty careful about what I show, or what I play of his. I mean, the video I did play is me the whole time, which is crazy. A lot of his content or little videos he has up are literally just like 2 to 3 minute clips of people's channels. Like one of them was Don B. Okay, good idea, Find Summer. Did you hear what he said about Summer's army? He was talking crap about the whole Summer's army thing. All right. There you go. Get to voting. Who is creepier? This is going to be a toss-up. This is going to be a toss-up. Superstar. My vote is both. I could have added, if I wanted people to be able to choose between, I could have added both, but I definitely think this guy is, but this is just my opinion. I know a lot of you think negatively about Tim, but I truly believe that I think Tim thinks he's doing the right thing, but he's enabling them. I do believe that. I don't think Tim is, I mean, I don't agree with a lot of the stuff he says and does, but this guy right here takes the cake, I think, in my opinion. Right now, it looks about like half and half, and that's, Tim is possibly going to take the win. But Steve is like pretty close there. Steve has a problem. He can't win any vote things. Like he never gets any votes. Oh my. They're a bit alike. That's true. That is true, supposedly, Irish Rebel. I forgot about that. They just forget about it and are distracted about other things, Irish. They did talk about it in the beginning, but I think a lot of people were scared of talking about Benny because he has no like he doesn't respect boundaries. But have we found out if that's true, like absolutely 100% true, or have we just heard that from Benny? Have we had Tim? Has he verified that information about paying Benny? Because that is concerning. You can't choose, having a hard time. I figured Tim would probably win because I know how many people's feelings are on him, but CCC had a screenshot saying Tim told Chase the Indiana Summers Alive story. Wow. I guess Steve is not winning this election either. I guess not, Aurora. Oh, yeah, Irish. He was like real. It was bad. It was quite the shock for me because I was a new creator, you know. He went at me very, very hard. And I was told by Penny a long time ago that Benny told her that he was going to go at me because of the attention I was getting at the time or something. Or he knew, I don't know. So it was all planned and stuff, but it is what it is. He put all the creeps on the island. Soul Cup looks younger. Yeah, I think he's a little bit younger. Soul Cup, he said he's 58. So, right? Didn't he say he's 58? Yeah, it was crazy, Irish. Well, that was a long time ago, though, One Love. The whole paying thing, this was all the way like a year and a half ago. Really, Karma is Queen? Chase was paying Doug for... He was? What was Chase paying Doug for? I didn't hear that one. Oh, shit, Kathy. So I didn't go by my old address today. Shit, can you remind me tomorrow? I forgot. Kathy sent me something that was to my old address, and I was going to go by there, but I took a nap and I forgot. I was going to see if... I'm sure it's long gone, but... Yeah, I talked about it earlier. I did talk to Laura for a short time. Nothing... no interesting info really, except she's saying she's leaving she does not know Cotton, or she doesn't know about that. I don't know if she knows him or not, but she just said she knows nothing about it. She didn't really go into. I asked her about this Cotton guy, but which I'm not surprised about. Fred's the one that hears everything because he's always like outside and working on stuff. And about Fred, she doesn't know about Fred either. She just, because she asked me, she goes, is it true that, she goes, I heard that that he was attacked and had to be revived. And I said, yep. I said, yep, that's what he says. And he did have a mark on his chest, so. Hold on, guys. Me too. So I will be in contact with Laura. I'll show my screenshots maybe tomorrow or something. It wasn't anything exciting. But hopefully I'll be able to talk to her some more. No, she doesn't say, but she said she's moving, so I'm guessing she's going to Virginia. I suppose she doesn't expect Fred to be out anytime soon. I'm guessing she's moving to avoid these charges. I don't know. Or not to have to deal with it, because she'll be put on probation and have to do urine screens and stuff like that. I'm sure she doesn't want to deal with that, but I mean, she can try to run and go to, because I don't think it's a misdemeanor though. I think one of hers was a felony. The possession of meth, I think, is a felony in Tennessee. So they might what's it called when you transfer an inmate? She's only, where she would be going would be only be like a couple hours away at most. So they'll come get her, or they'll transport her. That's the word. Because if you get arrested by another county because you have a warrant in a different county, they can only hold you for so long, like so many days. I've heard different stories, 3 days and then 7 days. I'm not sure which one, because I've heard different, but they have a certain time to go get them. And sometimes the county doesn't go get them because the charges aren't very serious enough to spend the money to transport. But since one of hers is a felony and she's only going to be like a couple hours away at most, they probably would transport, with her just being like a county or two over. Right, Jane? Extradite. There you go. Extradite. I now believe this guy is merely a distraction. There are other elected officials. The heat is off if we continue to speak of Holder, who is a nobody. He's another puppet, you think? Probably. Right? And possibly a karma. That's what a lot of people think. Another Mullins paid distraction. I think it's likely a distraction too. Striking creators, etc. People are scrambling to stay out of trouble. Probably and possibly. This is Aeneas. All right, guys. I don't know who's live. I don't know if is Prayer Garden live. Is she going? I'm about to get off here, but let me see if she's live, because it could be interesting, especially if she talked. Well, she didn't. I think she likes this guy, doesn't she? Or does she? I can't remember. She seems to know a little bit about the Cher connection to this guy, so. Nothing with the Summer Wells case has happened, no. We're just talking about the guy who wrote a book about the case and his odd behavior. Okay, let's check the poll real quick. Tim Mullins is going to win it. Tim Mullins at 63%. And Steve at 36%. So Steve did get over a third of the votes for the creepy factor, but Tim came in with the win at 63%. So, guys, I'm going to go, but tomorrow, be there, be square, getting Ziggy with it, Nude Island. Talk to you guys later.
Round me up the coast, boy. Wanna hear the ocean roar crash over me.
All right, guys. We'll talk soon. Ta-ta.
Stardust left behind, left to find one another, face the sun, fear no one, 'cause we are all one, 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 we are all. Pick me up, that moonshine, put me into overflow.